What's up, everybody? Bryce and Michael RC, and today is another Cosplay Thursday. And like I said last week and the week prior, we are taking over the Cosplay Thursdays to give you this Mark 50 build. So every single day is just going to be an update on the Mark 50 build. So last week you guys got to see the chest piece and a little bit of the back piece. Today you're going to see the chest piece, the back piece, and the abs piece, and then I think a little bit of the lower back piece. If you're lucky. But first, I want to start off with something. You guys remember this video right here? Me dressed up as a Flash right before Halloween, showing you guys this customized Flash print that I commissioned for somebody. I told you guys that I would finish one. I told you guys that I would get it done, and finish it. And luckily, the Mark 50 is gold and red. So I used this Flash to kind of get the colors that I need to as a little template, so I could practice with some colors, get the right red, get the perfect gold, and things like that. And it's awesome. One more thing is the actual, if you guys watched that video of the Flash, it came with these real long pointy things. I think this is like an Injustice Flash. I'm not 100% sure. So changing the ears on it probably makes it the only one in the world that looks like this, but I didn't really like the ears of the original file. I just didn't. I don't like the tiny little skinny pointy I just didn't like them. I don't know why. There was something about it, but I love the cowl itself. Whoever made this did an amazing job. And so I went online, I went to myminifactory.com, and I found a Flash helmet that they have on there. The helmet's totally different than the one that I had. The one that I had was way better than the one on My Mini Factory, but I love the ears to it. And I printed the ears in the actual 100% size. I probably should have shrunken them down because it would probably look a lot better shrunken down. But I printed them in normal 100% size. And so now the Flash has these gigantic ears on the side of him, and I actually dig it. I dig it. It was kind of a happy accident. But I'm going to show you guys that first, and then I'm going to quickly show you guys the Mark 50 as it is right now. Then this video is going to jump over to showing you some of the process of the Mark 50 so you guys can watch a little bit of that. So if you guys only want to watch the final products, the final pieces and stuff like that, you guys can stop after this. If you guys want to see a little bit more in depth of the making of the pieces, then you guys can continue and watch the rest of the video. Before I go any further, I want to tell you guys, follow me on Instagram, guys. I send you up-to-date pictures. So as I do stuff, I'm taking pictures of it constantly and putting it on Instagram. Link is in the description. If you guys want to support me on Patreon, it would be much appreciated, because I think I'm going to need some help with this one. It's the biggest project I've ever done in my life. So it would be much appreciated. I'm going to be doing a giveaway on Patreon of this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. Once I get 5 Patreon supporters, we're going to go in and do a giveaway of these 6, which means that whenever the giveaway happens, if you win, you get to pick any one of the 6. And then we'll do it again, and you can pick any one of the 5. And then we'll do it again. You can pick. I'm going to get rid of all 6 of these, so absolutely for free. And then right here on YouTube, we're going to have another giveaway for my subscribers right here on YouTube, and that's going to be this Flash helmet. So you can own this one-of-a-kind Flash helmet if you want. All you have to do is leave a comment down in the comments and hit that thumbs up. That's all you've got to do. And then when this Mark 50 gets to a certain point, I'll give it a few weeks, you know, maybe even a month. I'll give it some time. I'll let you guys know in the next video how much time we're going to give it. And then I'll pick one of them, randomize, pick one. I might have my son pick one. It doesn't matter. You guys can leave whatever comment you want. And then I think that's what I'll do. I'll have my son pick one. And then you guys can win this Flash helmet right here. So check this out. I'm going to show you guys this real quick. This is the finished Flash helmet, my finished Flash helmet that I did. I love these ears. I do. It's a happy accident. They're huge, gigantic. My son actually saw this and he goes, "That looks like the older Flash from the Flash TV series from Earth 2. It really does. You know that big, like that big white helmet that he's got that has these up on the top? It's really, really, really cool. So this is a matte red. I mean, it's beautiful. Towards the end of this video, you guys will see the exact spray paint for this right here. It's a lacquer spray paint. It's got a lacquer finish onto it. It's got this metallic gold here on the wings that looks beautiful. And then I went in with some black and did some black touch-up parts under here on the side there, and in the lightning bolts and stuff up here, and then along the edges and stuff around the mouth and around the eyes and stuff like that. So This thing is beautiful. I love it. And this is the helmet I want to give away to you right here on YouTube. So all you have to do is in this video, you have to go down at the bottom and leave a comment, hit that thumbs up button, and you have to be a subscriber. So in order to win this, you have to be a subscriber, and I'll go double check. And then I'll let you guys know next weekend when we'll finish the drawing and stuff like that, how long we're going to let the drawing go out for, because I want to let as many of you guys as possible go in. If you leave multiple comments, it doesn't count for multiple entries. Just one comment, one entry. That's it. If you leave another comment, you still only have one entry, because I want to give everybody the same equal amount of chance to win this thing. So let me know what you guys think about it. Let me know if you guys like that. The thing is awesome. It's a one of a kind, because the actual print, this actual cow, comes with these little skinny pointy ear things to it, and I think this thing looks amazing. So anyways, that's that on that. Let me show you guys the pieces that I have so far for the Mark 50 Iron Man. Alright, so here I have the chest piece, and you can see that I put the LEDs inside there. Painted that part gold. I still got the silver and stuff to do on here, and then the LEDs and stuff to put in here. I just wanted to see, this is that red. I wanted to see what that red would look like on here, and it looks beautiful. It's amazing. And then I also did the back piece in red. Still got gold and silver and stuff to put on that. I'll show you guys some pictures right up here, which I show you at the very end of this video as well, of me with both of these on. The back's not finished in the video, but that goes basically, can't really eyeball it, basically in like that, and then completely around to the other side like that, and to the back. So show you guys the inside of these real quick. You can see that all the different pieces of that. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces all together. I've been gluing the pieces together, and you guys will see that part in this video, the baking soda and super glue. But what you won't see is my little stitch method of soldering. All this has got plastic soldered down deep into it to make the piece one piece rather than all sorts of multiple pieces. I've actually dropped this one on the ground and it didn't break. And I had it on my back, and I was doing something, and it fell straight off and hit the ground, which if it would have just been regular super glue or something, it would have broke. It stayed completely together. It was awesome. So there is that, basically, and that's got the LEDs in it as well. With the both of them have the wiring and stuff on the inside. You can see the inside of that. That one's got painted. It's painted on the inside. So that's really cool. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces, I think, was this one. So these are the two biggest pieces, and I wanted to get the big pieces done first. And I've also got the abs right here done. So you guys won't be able to see it all the way, which kind of sucks. I'll show you guys again a picture up in the side of the abs, and then the chest piece goes like this, and this is perfect because this is exactly how I wanted it. I've been trying to size it to where it would look slim. If you look at a lot of the Iron Man suits that people have, they're real big and bulky Iron Man suits, because that's how the Iron Man suits basically are. But this new one, this Mark 50, is slim. So one of my things was, when I first got the chest piece done, I didn't know how it was going to set or anything, and I kind of got it up here, and I was like, man, it might be out to here. Who knows? This thing's going to be big and bulky. But along with the abs and the back piece, whenever I put it all together, you can tell just how slim this is. It's really good. This is going to look really slim, but still have just enough room in it for me. And I'm not a really slim person. So, you see that gold? That gold looks beautiful. I've only got the parts cut out for that. I still have to sand. This, I just put a layer of filler primer on it. I still haven't sanded the filler primer, so you can still see that line down the middle and some of these lines on it. So I've still got to go in and sand that and do a little bit of bondoing and stuff to it. I just wanted to see what that gold how that gold would stick to this primer filler, because it didn't do too well on top of this matte red, and I had to put several coats on it. Ended up almost messing up the matte red, and I had to go in there and touch up the red. So I wanted to put it straight onto here and just kind of, sometimes I just experiment and it's not finished and I just go on just to experiment, just see what the color would look like, just see how any of it does. And then I'll probably go back in this log and sand it off and re-put on it and stuff. So let me show you the back of this one real quick, and then we'll get into the rest of the video. So here's the back of this so you guys can see how many pieces it was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So 8 pieces for that. You can really see the plastic on this. I do this X thing and then push the plastic down in to basically make it one piece. And then I went in, and this was actually digging into the sides of me, but now it's perfect because I went in, and I'm going to show you guys a video of this, not on this week's, but probably on next week's, of how I take, because this back piece, this is all I've got of the back piece so far, the lower back piece that goes about here, and you guys can see how that digs in right there to the side of my back. This kind of did the same thing, but I made this part long enough, and then on the back piece I made that just a little bit longer so that I could go in here with a heat gun, and you basically just heat it up, and then you just take your time forming it, pulling it out. You take the front, this front stuck out a little bit more this way, so I kind of molded it back. And basically you just heat it up till it becomes malleable, and then you kind of just at liberty kind of go in and mold it around. But you got to make sure that you don't get it too bent up and stuff and looking bad. So I think I did a pretty damn good job at that. And if you guys want to learn how to do that, I'll put that in the next video and stuff. So anyways, that's where I am with the Mark 50, guys. Make sure that you hit that thumbs up. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button. Leave me a comment in the comments so you guys can win this bad boy right here, this flash helmet. I want to give this away to somebody right here on YouTube, so I can show you guys that even though if you can't get on and support Patreon, if you can't put any money towards Patreon or anything like that, I do appreciate everybody who gets on my Instagram. I'm going to be doing a giveaway of one of these down here on Instagram. So there's going to be a giveaway going on Instagram, this giveaway going on right here on YouTube, and then we'll be doing these 6 giveaway on Patreon, because I want to give you guys some stuff. I do. I really want to give you guys some stuff and show you guys my support. Even if you can't give money to this channel or help this channel out, I know that some people are kids that get on here and watch, and you can't support by giving money or anything like that. I still want to show you guys that I really support you, and I really thank you guys for getting on and watching these videos. I appreciate every bit of it. Watch the rest of this video. We'll talk to you guys later. My name is Bryson Michael RC. Have a good, great, fantastic day. Bye. I should probably start making some video for this for Thursday. So, problem is I get back here and I start watching YouTube videos and stuff. And I watch a lot of your guys' YouTube videos, you guys that have them and stuff. And I don't want the noise in the background to mess up a video that I'm making, so I just watch the videos and work. But you can see the lighter white part, that's the Bondo. I showed you guys how to do Bondo in the last one. In this one I'm going to show you guys how to do the spot putty, because this is mainly spot putty all over this. The thing that I do is, you see the big pieces that connect together. So there's a big line down the middle, and there's a line there, and there's a line there. So this is 6 pieces. For the major lines, I really like to use regular Bondo. It's strong, it helps strengthen the areas, but this spot putty stuff, I like putting it all over it, because like the Bondo that you mix together is harder, which you can kind of tell because it's a little bit harder to sand, but it's not too much harder to sand. So the harder that you can go from this to Bondo glass, and it's a little stronger, it's a little harder to sand. You have to have like a 60 grit sandpaper in order to really sand it down to this, and then you can use a 220 grit sandpaper and up. But the Bondo spot putty, and you can see if this will zoom in. No, it won't really. You can see a little bit of a crack there. And I'm gonna have to go in and do. My main problem was up here. There was a continuous crack up here. And the reason being is because the Bondo spot putty is not strong at all. It's real soft to sand, real easy to sand, but it's not strong, so it's not going to hold anything, you know. So I like to go with the harder stuff to really make sure it stays. But this Bondo spot putty is really good for just the lines. Another thing that I did is I take this and I just basically go over the lines. And since there's an existing line, you can basically just turn it on low, you know, not too high, and just basically follow the lines all around. And they don't look that great right now, but I guarantee you when you get done, they look really good. Yeah, I can't do this one. There we go. But you can see that little piece that came off. When you use a soldering gun to go into these, if you get it too hot and you're coming around, it's going to build up a little thin line along the outside. And I just kind of come in with one of these and just clean it up. And then I got the LED spots there and there. So each one of these are going to have 2 LEDs. And these ones are a little bit bigger, so I think I'm going to go in and create those here in a second. Just a clear PLA file that's going to go over the top here to go over the top of the LEDs. I'll show you guys the pictures of me trying this out, because sizing is a big deal, and I'll show you guys sizing. Like I said, we're going to cover one process a piece in each video, 1 or 2. I've got the holes cut out for the LEDs up here, and the reason I have 2 is because in one spot I'm going to put a white LED and in the other one I'm going to put a blue LED. That way it gets white with blue tint. And so these, if I go up through, you can see that they stick way out over the top. So I've got to get them to where just the point is sticking out. And it can't be so bright that I've got a dot here and a dot here, because that PLA is going to be super thin. So I'm going to do this and still make it visible on camera too. I'm going to place some hot glue all around here. And then I'm going to, what is that? Stick it up to about right where I think it needs to be. There we go. I'm going to come in here and add some more. So now you can see we've got the 2 LEDs here, and they're under level. That's the best way to see it, is with there being a shadow underneath, because then you can see when that side right there overtakes it. So I want to make these even, so I'm going to make sure that since I put the blue on the top on the other one, put the blue on the top on this one. The same thing, just load it up. And the thing about this hot glue too is it'll disperse the LEDs as well. There's a nice little increase. You guys can see that spot right there. It goes along. So these are going to run straight down there. Straight down that way. Like that. Connect obviously to some more wiring. And there's going to be a connector point here. Same thing with over on this side. So that's how all the pieces are connected together. I got one of the pieces here, super glue, and then I've got a cup of baking soda, and a trash can. So here's my main piece that I'm gluing to here. Typically, depending on if I've got straight edges and stuff, I'll use some tape and straighten things up. But this one, luckily, this piece luckily fits pretty good. I mean, I'll sand the edge here. For some reason, when you sand the edges, it helps the super glue to set faster. So I'm going real heavy with the super glue, and I usually use super glue gel because regular super glue tends to drip. Gel balls up. So with that, I'm just going to connect the pieces together. Get it lined up as good as I can. I lined up pretty good. Now I'm going to hold this here for a little bit. Get a good bond. Starts to stick, and you can see the super glue. Well, maybe not. Well, you'll see it better when the stuff goes on. So then I'll just take the baking soda, just dump it right along that piece where it connects. Be generous. You don't have to go lightly. And I just dump it off. Now you can see all the droplets that were sticking out. How much super glue. Then you go over to the other side. Like I said, just a bunch. Dump it. You can see the line. You can see the line right there. So you can, if you want to make it stronger, you can go right back over the top of that with some super glue on both sides. You don't have to though. That'll make it pretty tough. And then you can come in here on this side and sand all this out. It sands out pretty easily. Then once you sand that out, I usually go on the inside here and do that stitching. Take the soldering gun, I'll show you that. Solder X's in it, and then lay some strips of filament inside the X's, and then just smooth it out till you get a smooth, thick finish there. So, and now you can see my LEDs that are in here too. The wires all running down. These are still out because we'll finish this side here, and then we'll run these down to a connection point over here. And over here, one side will have a hinge, one side will have a clip. So this is going to open up and then go, and then clip on, and then unclip, and then spring open. And hopefully this one should, since it'll, whichever side has the hinge, should just have connecting wires to the rest of the suit, and this one will have a little spot where the wires can clip on and clip off. Next, billet primer. There we go. So I found this matte red at Walmart. It's a lacquer. It smells really bad, but it is the perfect Iron Man Mark 50. And if you guys are following me on Instagram, you've already seen the flash painted in this color. Oh man, it is such a good color. Sprayed a little bit there so you guys can kind of see it. I'm just gonna spray this whole thing. Here's one thing that I've learned. Try to do spray paint and attempt, if you want a really good coverage, do your painting in a well ventilated, well air controlled area. When it's like, I know some people can't help it, and I typically can't, but I'm doing this inside. I got some old dog food bags down, because it's like 30 degrees outside, super dry air, real windy. It's got that northern wind coming in. And here's the thing, is when you take a piece like this out, I learned while doing the filler primer, when you take a piece like this out in it from the from like the warm in here out to the extreme cold out there, you're gonna get some real bad effects on your piece. Look how well this just goes on though. This goes on beautifully. Look at that. No filter. That is just beautiful. And it's a beautiful color. And you guys can't see it on here, but it does have a real beautiful shine. It is a matte, so when it dries, it's going to be a matte red. It's not going to be this glossy. I've got a nice lacquer crystal gloss that goes right over the top of it, and it's looking exactly like this. And it's got a really nice undertone of flakes in it. And you don't see what it is. Got the, you know how like a vehicle has the nice shiny flakes and stuff in it.